Part 2 of approach grafting with Binchy. Sometimes we use this approach grafting method when other methods have failed, such as the top wedge method, saddle graft. This plant can be tricky to graft at the best times. This is Grevillea spinosa. So you can watch one of my previous videos where I did this approach graft and connected one of these stems, this one right here, to a rootstock. So I've got a Grevillea robusta with an interstock, so some bronze rambler grafted on top of the Grevillea robusta, and then I've connected the Grevillea spinosa to the interstock growing on top of the Grevillea robusta. If you check out my other video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes we use a interstocked graft because some of these species, like possibly this one, are not compatible when growing straight onto Grevillea robusta. So we need to put an interstock in. It's like a bit of a bypass surgical procedure. Anyway, enough beating around the bush. Today I'm going to break the seal of the tape and we're going to actually cut this plant that's been sitting there grafting for about 6 weeks. I'm going to actually cut this off the mother plant and then we're going to chuck it in the greenhouse. So come a bit closer and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, come down, kneel down. All right, so I've already pre-checked. I had a sneaky look and cut the tape the other day and it looks like it had calloused up well, but and then I've wrapped the tape back around. But anyway, I'm going to just give the tape a bit of a cut here. So I'm going to just gently cut the tape off. Like that. You've got to do this very delicately because sometimes with a fresh grafted union they can still break away. So I'm just going to be coming here and have a look. You can see here, if you have a look really close, see all this callus in here. When you see all this sort of stuff happening here, this usually means it's healed. It's like say a scab on a saw or a cut on the human body, and it gets that, you can tell when it gets that bit of rough skin covering the wound. Same rule applies in this situation. Okay, so I'm just taking the tape off here. All right, so it looks like it's healed. See how it's stuck together? So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to snip it straight off this plant, the mother plant. Okay, come in here. So I'm going to just cut it. Hope you can see that clear enough. I'm going to just cut it off here, just like that. There we go. It's never a perfect graft when you're doing this type of graft, but so I can just trim that up now just to make it look a bit neater. And then what I'm going to do is cut this other bit of the rootstock off. See, it's already flowering in here too, but I'm going to cut that off. All right, so now all the power and energy will come up the rootstock and go straight into the scion, which is this part, and all the energy will go to that plant. And we're going to chuck, I might give it a little bit of a spray with a mist bottle just to take out some of the shock, and I'll give it a little bit of a water with some sea salt, and I'll whack that in the greenhouse, and let putting it in the greenhouse just sort of helps take away a bit of the stress as well from having it outside. But yeah, we'll chuck that in the greenhouse, and there we go. We have a grafted Grevillea spinosa with interstock on Grevillea robusta. This is my plant from the approach graft that I cut off about a week ago. It's growing really well. I've kept it protected here in the greenhouse and I've been watering it each day. But as you can see, I think I've got a little flower bud even starting to come out on the end of it. So yeah, I'll pot this up into a bigger pot and grow it on a bit more, and this spring I'll plant it out in the garden. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll catch you again next time.